Almighty God, you are always faithful. Thank you for bringing these candidates of India Company to this day of completion. As these men and women before us head back to their schools to give them the physical, mental, and spiritual toughness necessary to remain prepared for their return to OCS. Guide them in their studies and in their preparation for next year. We give thanks as well this day for the staff before us who pushed these candidates to succeed, as well as those behind the scenes ensuring OCS quality training could take place. So make us aware of your presence among us this morning, for it is in your eternal name that we pray. Amen.
Thank you, and please be seated. Today's ceremony begins with the introduction of staff awardees in support of Company I. Drill instructors leave an indelible impression among young Americans wherever they are born by fulfilling an essential and demanding role. They transform young men and women into smartly disciplined, physically fit, basically trained Marines who are thoroughly indoctrinated in love of corps and country. They demand of their recruits and demonstrate by their own example the highest standards of personal conduct, morality, and professional skill. At Officer Candidate School, drill instructors must use their unique talents, skills, and experience to identify and evaluate leadership potential in their officer candidates. While not creating basic Marines, the discipline and understanding of the ethos of the Marine Corps instilled in the candidates is critical to the future of the Corps. Equally important is the integral responsibility they assume by representing the Staff Non-Commissioned Officer Corps to a new generation of Marine leaders. Through the inspiring leadership and mentorship of the drill instructors, the candidates of Platoon Leaders class have successfully completed a challenging program of instruction over the past 6 weeks. They have hiked more than 13 miles, ran 30 miles, executed thousands of push-ups, received 70 hours of classroom instruction, and conducted 34 hours of close quarter drill. The men and women standing in front of you are the drill instructors who push these candidates past the perceived limitations to help them accomplish their goal of becoming a United States Marine. Ladies and gentlemen, the drill instructors of Company I.
Post! March!
Each cycle, from among a group of highly professional staff non-commissioned officers, one drill instructor distinguishes him or herself from their peers. This drill instructor is the one who, in the opinion of their seniors and peers, best demonstrates the balance between taskmaster and mentor. The hospital corpsman is also a vital part of the staff here at Officer Candidate School, providing quality care for both the staff and the candidates. The first relationship between the hospital corps and the U.S. Marines was established in 1898 when hospital corpsmen were assigned to the Marine Corps Expeditionary Battalion, which landed at Guantanamo Bay during the Spanish-American War. The Navy Hospital Corps is the only all-enlisted corps in the U.S. military and one of the oldest ratings in the Navy. It's also the most decorated. 22 Medals of Honor have been awarded to corpsmen. Corpsmen have become an integral part of the Marine Corps. They go everywhere the Marines go, supporting every mission. From amongst a skilled group of corpsmen, one distinguishes him or herself from their peers. Additionally, each cycle, from amongst a group of highly professional academic instructors, the group identifies one who has distinguished themselves from their peers. This instructor is the one who, in the opinion of their seniors and peers, as well as the candidates, best demonstrates the passing of knowledge between instructor and student. In recognition of their performance, Staff Sergeant Fuentes and HM3 Hernandez of Company I will receive the Marine Corps Association Outstanding Drill Instructor and Outstanding Corpsman of the Cycle Award. In recognition of his performance, Master Sergeant Delano of the Academics Instructor Section will receive the Marine Corps Association Academics Instructor of the Cycle Award. In recognition of his performance, Sergeant Verity of the Physical Training Instructor Section will receive the Physical Training Instructor Section of the Cycle Award. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commanding Officer of Officer Candidate School, Colonel Williamson, and the Sergeant Major of Officer Candidate School, Sergeant Major Harrell, will now present these awards.
And salute. Morning, sir. Morning. Ready, two.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for these Marines and sailors on receiving the Outstanding Drill Instructor, Academics Instructor, Physical Training Instructor, and Corpsman of the Cycle Award.
And salute. Morning, sir. Morning, ready, two. Ho. Hug. Report.
First platoon, all present are accounted for.
Second platoon, all prisoners accounted for. Third platoon, all prisoners accounted for. Good morning, ma'am. All present accounted for.
Aye, Company
Academy First Sergeant! Take your post! Candidates to receive awards! Center! March!
The candidates approaching the reviewing stand are to be honored for their outstanding achievement while undergoing training and evaluation here at Officer Candidate School for over the past 6 weeks. Presenting these awards is the Commanding Officer of Officer Candidate School, Colonel Williamson, and the Sergeant Major of Officer Candidate School, Sergeant Major Harrell.
Right, face. Hand salute. Good morning, sir. All personnel to receive awards are present. Ready? 2.
United States Marine Corps Commandant's Trophy for PLC. The United States Marine Corps Commandant's Trophy is awarded to the candidate with the overall highest average in the platoon leaders class. The trophy was initiated in 1957 to recognize members of the platoon leaders class who have distinguished themselves at summer training. The candidate's university will receive the traveling trophy when a representative from the Commandant presents it to that university in the fall. The platoon leaders class recipient for platoon leaders class juniors is candidate Allen from 2nd Platoon, who attends the University of North Texas. He attained an overall average of 92.9%. Royal Marine Trophy. The Royal Marine Trophy is a revolving award presented to the platoon of Officer Candidate School that attains the highest total points for physical training. The Company I recipient is 2nd Platoon. Receiving this award for his platoon is candidate Chorman. Presenting the award is Color Sergeant Hall, Royal Marine Physical Training Advisor for Officer Candidate School. Gung-Ho Award. The Gung-Ho Award is presented to the candidate who was voted most gung-ho by their peers in the company. The Gung-Ho Award recipient for Platoon Leaders Class Juniors is candidate Magalong from 3rd Platoon, who attends Virginia Commonwealth. Officer Candidate School Physical Fitness Award. The Officer Candidate School Physical Fitness Award is presented in the form of a certificate to the candidates who have achieved the highest physical training average. The Platoon Leaders Class Juniors recipients are candidate McGrath from 1st Platoon, who attends Virginia Tech. She attained a physical fitness average of 100%. And candidate Hemi from 3rd Platoon, who attends Virginia Tech. He attained a physical fitness average of 99.8%. Additional awards. Additional platoon achievements were awarded following key events during training. The Company Close Order Drill Award was awarded to 3rd Platoon. The Pugil Sticks Award was awarded to 3rd Platoon. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for our award recipients.
And salute. Good morning, sir. Ready? 2. Ho. Ho.
Officer of Officer Candidate School, Colonel Ahmed T. Williamson.
Good morning, everyone. Brigadier General Armfield, Colonel Kelly, distinguished guests and visitors, ladies, gentlemen, friends and family of India Company, good morning.
Morning.
And welcome to Brown Field, home of Officer Candidate School. For those of you all who came to the family day, you already heard what the history of this different field and what your candidates in front of you have experienced over the past several weeks. Let's hit some of the high points. First of all, welcome to Brown Field, named after Second Lieutenant Vernon Brown, Second Lieutenant of the United States Marine Corps, unfortunately who died in an aviation accident, but because he was so beloved and so respected by his Marines, we named this field in honor of him. As the candidates stand here, pursuing to be a United States Marine, being an officer Marine, it's a reminder of the kind of technical, tactical, and leadership prowess and competence that we expect them to be able to exhibit. We've been here for over 75 years now, training officer candidates. The methods and the modes have not changed much, but the world around us continues to change. But these young men and women volunteered at such a young age to come and be a part of something bigger than themselves. So welcome. You're here, one of the sacred gateways of the Marine Corps. There are young men and women who line up and they walk through the gates of Paris Island or San Diego. And after intense instruction, they emerge and they come out as United States Marines. They've been transformed. That's a sacred institution. It's a sacred gateway by which one of our Americans becomes a Marine. This too, Brown Field, Officer Candidate School here in Brown Field is one of those sacred gateways. This is an institution where we get the finest on our staff to be able to stand before them and show them what right looks like. They are the model. They are the example of honor, courage, and commitment. They are the example of tactical and technical proficiency and leadership capabilities and qualities. And after these young men and women leave, they leave here, in this case, with the potential to be commissioned officers of the United States Marine Corps. And upon returning and coming and finishing the POC Seniors Program or graduating from our OCC class, they have the opportunity to being commissioned and to becoming an officer, standing in front of our Marines. For 241 years, our Marine Corps has been very successful in battle. We win in battle, and we win in helping our nation win its fights. But we do so because we make Marines, because we take fine Americans, young men and women, your sons and daughters, and we transform them. We transform them into someone that believes that they can do better than what they thought they could do. We push them to beyond their perceived limitations. And when they accept that, and when they accept who it is that we are, they become a part of our band of brotherhood. They become a part of the legacy. And we challenge them to live that legacy of being Marines. So I welcome you all here. I hope that you enjoy your time here in Brown Field and Officers Candidate School. I hope that you get the opportunity to enjoy the Quantico area, to include the National Museum of the Marine Corps, and even the Washington, D.C. area. I will warn you again, if you're not familiar with being in the Mid-Atlantic, the weather will change 3 more times before you leave. We've already had 3 major weather changes in the past 24 hours, from torrential downpour and rain yesterday, and cleaning that all up, to the humidity and the rain of this morning, to almost a beautiful day. I want to thank my chaplain for that wonderful resounding prayer. Some preachers and prophets, they call down fire and brimstone and thunder from heaven. Our chaplain pushes it all back. So thank you. Thanks for those prayers, chaplain. I do want to acknowledge some of the staff here before I address our candidates. Some of the members of the staff you saw were awarded today. They're fantastic Marines, but they represent a dynamic group of individuals from all over our Marine Corps, all who've been hand-selected to stand in front of your candidates. There's individuals from the training company. We have Major Holt, please stand, and First Sergeant Wilcox, with the company commander and First Sergeant for India Company. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you, gentlemen. They represent the training company, the other staff, non-commissioned officers and officers that were charged with being the example. They were charged with being ductix exemplo in front of your sons and daughters. They showed them what right looks like. Not a relative value of what right looks like or a relative value of what ethical or moral behavior is. They were the model. They didn't just teach, they didn't just train, but they modeled and they corrected to a standard, the standard. There is no curve here. It's a standards-based school, and so it takes quality Marines to stand before them. So I'm appreciative of Major Holt, First Sergeant Wilcox, your leadership, and your entire team. Thank you. You saw all the members of our staff there who are part of the academics, tactics, physical fitness, or the PTIs. They helped me out in making sure that we push, we press, and we evaluate these candidates, morally, mentally, and physically. And they're constantly tested and evaluated in every single event, in every single engagement that they do here to ensure that they are demonstrating physical courage, mental acuity, that they have the moral courage to do what's right. And they have the leadership qualities to stand before our Marines and be called sir or ma'am. It takes an entire dynamic team to do that. We don't do that alone. So I'll ask you to please join me in a round of applause for the rest of our headquarters and support staff here at OCS. Thank you. Now I want to congratulate you parents. Parents, moms and dads, aunts and uncles, grandparents, educators, teachers, coaches, ROTC instructors. The men and women you see before you are not just our product. We got them from you. So thank you for what you instilled in each one of them. Thank you for making them dynamic, responsible, mature young people to make a decision to serve their country at such a young age. The ones standing before you here are the ones that made it through our rigorous training environment for the past 6 weeks. They came in ready to go because of what you instilled in each one of them. You taught them discipline. You taught them to be responsible. You taught them about caring about others around them. We came here, we brought them into our environment, put them in a tough, rigorous environment, and we made it tougher. We made it more difficult. We made it more challenging. But thank you for what you did in instilling each one of them, the foundation that we could build upon to continue to see if they're ready to be Marines. You all are familiar with the PLC Juniors program. This is the first step in their endeavor towards being commissioned in 19th Marine Corps. It's a 10-week program of instruction. Over 10 weeks, we bring them in. We transform them. We train them as basically trained Marines. We put them in leadership positions and test to see can they move others around. And then we put them in very rigorous, very challenging environments when they're cold, when they're wet, when they're hungry, when they're tired, when it's dark. And then we see can they make the right decisions to support other people and larger formations of individuals. This group here has finished the first half of that 10-week curriculum. And they've made it here because they're going to complete the first half. They come back next summer, or the following summers, they finish the second half of the program, and upon graduation, they'll be qualified to be commissioned in the United States Marines. Congratulations to you all, but for them accomplishing the first steps, and for them continuing to pursue being an officer in the Marine Corps. I would ask you to continue to keep them focused and continue to keep them engaged. It may be 1 year or 2 years for very many of them. And we hope that the things that we've taught them here in Quantico did not wear off. But we realize the pressures of society. We realize the pressures of being out on campuses or in the communities doing other things. Please continue to work with us and reminding them what Semper Fidelis means. They're always faithful. And so they're pursuing becoming a part of us. They want to join us. And so we are always faithful. We're always Semper Fidelis. So over the next year or 2 years or however long it takes, I ask you to continue to remind them of their commitment they made to us. Thank you again. I ask you that we give yourselves a round of applause for everything you did to instill each one of them. Now, if you excuse me for a moment, I'm going to turn my back to face the candidates from India Company and address them for one last time. Good morning, India Company.
Good morning, sir!
How about that, Mom and Dad? I've talked to you all, I've run with you, I've hiked with you, I've sweated with you for the past several weeks, and I've seen the work that you all put in. I'm completely proud of you all. I'm proud of you first for volunteering. No one made you do this. Your friends could be out at the beach right now, they could be sitting on the couch right now, and maybe doing an internship somewhere much more comfortable than Quantico. But you volunteered to come here. You volunteered to come here because as I've read each one of your bios or interviewed each one of you, you came because you want to serve something bigger than yourself. You want to serve our nation, you want to join our team, and you understand that the Marine Corps is an elite fighting force. That's America's 911 force, that's the most ready when the nation is least ready. You took on that challenge, and you stayed committed. Everyone who's in your formation right now, or everyone is not in your formation right now that began with you all 6 weeks ago. So you remain committed, and I commend you for that. You met our base standards for the first half of the curriculum by demonstrating courage, teamwork, commitment, resilience. You all met that first mark. But now I need to challenge you to continue to stay committed. As you've had very many runs and races here through being OCS, we focus on staying on a pace, or we run on some pace. So I'm going to ask you for the next year or 2 years, as you're preparing to come back to OCS, make sure you stay on pace. And remember what that means. The P is for professionalism. The A for accountability. The C is for your character. The E is for esprit de corps. And the other E is for excellence. As professionals, remember that this is a profession of arms. You have time between now and when you come back this next summer to think about what it means to be a professional in the United States military. And think about what Marine Corps expects of its Marine Corps officers. Be committed to the profession at arms. The A is for accountability. Remember now, you understand our core values. Accountability is being responsible for everyone and everything in your sphere of influence. We expect you to step up and take charge on your campuses. We expect you to be engaged in your communities. We expect you to be the positive influence when something stupid is going on. Take accountability and be responsible for everyone and everything in your sphere. The C is for character. Continue to strive to be men and women of moral courage, always doing what's right, regardless of the outcome. Because at the end of the day, you never want to embarrass the name that's on your left breast pocket, your family, or the name that's on your right breast pocket, United States Marine Corps. The E is for excellence. Always striving to do the best you can with what you have all the time, never accepting mediocrity. Mediocrity and substandard performance is not in our vocabulary in the Marine Corps. You understand that we're always striving, always excelling to be the front, to be the top, to be the best. Because you need to lead your Marines from the front. And that extra E you get is for esprit de corps. As you're back in your home, as you're back in your campuses and your community, do not forget who we are. Do not forget who we serve. Do not forget what that Eagle Globe and Anchor means. And as you continue to pursue to being that United States Marine, continue to be Semper Fidelis. Semper Fidelis, always faithful. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming and being a part of the ceremony with us. I wish you God bless, Godspeed, and Semper Fi.
Company! Attention! Good morning, sir. This concludes today's ceremony.
Dismiss the company.
Aye, aye, sir. Camp platoon commanders, dismiss your platoons.
On, man!
First step, dismiss!
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the completion ceremony of company honor. Thank you for attending.